A conversation that came up about Southern California being an art center. Well, it ain't. And I'll tell you, the first time, my first day at Chenard's, some guy was running down the hall saying, LA's going to become an art center. This was in the early 60s. And it was like something out of Nietzsche, like how God is dead out of Zarathustra. Right? This guy like a lunatic. LA's going to become an art center, right? And that was in the early 60s. And it still hasn't become an art center. You got to make sure your goals are not going to be depressing.
Right.
I mean, your journey is beautiful, and to talk about I don't know how you know about all this stuff. I'm really impressed with the depth of your knowledge.
Thanks.
Right, but it has to be just the joy of that knowledge, and not that it's going to vitalize a community.
Well, to me, I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Right. We opened our gallery in Hampton 2 years ago. And, I got my start in New York. I was with some galleries up there. And so coming back here, I said, man, where are we? We're like in the middle of nowhere, right? So when we open up our space, and I'm kind of an art historian, I read and study all these things, and that's why Tom and I kind of hit it off, And so our whole method was, let's kind of forget about where we are and do it like we were doing it anywhere else, right? And so what we've seen is that the culture has kind of spurred. Since we opened 2 years ago, a bunch of small galleries have popped up now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing it happen slowly but surely. But it's like, for you guys, when Tom and I first met maybe 4 years ago, I was talking about you guys.
Tom, was that you running down the hall at Chenard? I don't mean that. It did look like that.
LA, it was a completely provincial wasteland, probably like what you have right now.
Right.
Yeah. It was a joke. There was nothing serious about Los Angeles in terms of aesthetics. We had a watercolor school, which I happen to love as an artifact and a piece of technique, but it's not the apex of high art.
Right.
That's what we had. We had the California Watercolor School, okay, from the 20s and 30s on forward, and animation.
You vitalized a community here.
To some extent.
Well, that's a threat. I mean, you're kind of a threat.
Oh, it is.
Then keep going.
Yeah.
The more you're threatened, the more you keep doing it.